Hello. I couldn't finish a word before my throat giving up. Wow. Hi there, Lab. Hi there, Snacks. Welcome, welcome. Shiny day to you both. Yeah, it is apparently my streamiversary. It was technically yesterday, but I changed the date to a day that would fit in my schedule. So yeah. I need something else. My streamiversary is in line with America's birth. Interesting. Forgot what day today was. This is 3 years on this channel because you bullied me into streaming on this one. I guess, yeah. 3 years here. Hi, Yarkert. Shiny day to you. Put my face on stream. Hello, this is my face. And that. Can I talk? Hello. Unzip this though. Yeah, I'm tired. So I have this like fuzzy blanket on. I look like fucking Ric Flair. Yeah, I got this one the other day when to get some stuff that we need for the house, like groceries and whatnot. And there was this blanket. Do I need it? I don't know, but it looks nice. It's purple. It looks a little gray with my lights because my entire room is fucking purple. But it is nice, purpley and fuzzy. I enjoy it. That's the wrong screen. There was a shout out in a local freebies group for USA Independence Day decorations. You were sincerely confused. Suddenly, you moved countries. Can't wait until I wear my Gilmore robe on stream. Can't wait until I have my Gilmore robe. It will save me from having to wear clothes. I'll just be fully naked in it all the time. And then I won't have to. That will save me from bringing that many clothes with me on my trip. I'll just have a couple, I don't know, 2 pants, 3 shirts, some underwear. And whenever I'm not leaving the house, I don't have to wear clothes. I just wear the robe. Everybody wins. Rev, hello. Shiny day to you. Nadine. Welcome, welcome. Shiny day to you. I didn't have anything prepared for my stream anniversary. I guess this is my celebratory blanket for the stream. Hi there, Rob. Shiny day to you. There's nothing crazy going on. Nothing important happening. I didn't have the energy to come up with anything. The cozy energy is making you want to go back to sleep. The cozy energy is making me want to go to sleep. I was this close to canceling the stream because I didn't want to get up. Celebrate Khaz stream anniversary in America. Yeah, America's anniversary has been going on for too long. It's time my anniversary becomes the thing everyone celebrates again. Lep does have a shit ton of cozy blankets. In SSS news, you might have noticed that the last stream that they did, Sunday stream, is not on Twitch. That's not a Twitch problem. We had to pull down that stream because there was personal information on the screen for a brief moment. So decided to pull that one down. I love that you shout Yorker. Thank you for the gifted sub to Rev Yorkert. I appreciate that. Gifted subs get shoutouts. They don't stream, I don't think. We need to find like a different thank you for people if they like gift subs and whatnot. Because the shout out, it's a little irrelevant. As a person not streaming stuff, I'm shouting them out. I'll eventually have to find a better way. Yeah, shout out to Nadine. Speaking of commands, Lap, the list that you posted on stream text with the quote, is that like up to date? Is that all of them? Because I think, okay, because the quotes command is fixed. Turns out I was missing a parenthesis this entire time. So I think the bug with the command was that it was never supposed to work in the first place. So that's fixed, and I added all of the quotes that we had in the backlog. So new quotes are good to be added. You don't need to keep track of them anymore. Anything else I need to say? No. I should get to work. I ain't open.
Yammers.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jacob. I think the last quote is or 75. I got it. Damn. How? There's one that needs to be added. Let me DM it to me so I can add it, because I need to modify the command so it doesn't add like the date and whatnot. Shan, hello. Shiny day to you. Uh, uh, concentrating on typing is difficult. Lap, thank you for gifting us up to Shane Hearts. Shane needed a badge. I do like my badges. All right. And now I edit the command. Again. And we should be good. Nice. Let's shove my emails for a hot second. All right. Actually get to work. What are my notes for this stream? This is Q2 technically. Team Brad or Team Fred? Dorf. Rebad. You want to be the swinger. You gotta jump. Help. Everybody clench. Clench all your holes. We're having fun and we're not mad. Gamers are real. Are you fucking me? If there's a chance to restore our lives, I must do it. A murder? Damn. Type exclamation point join for a chance of winning 1,000 seeds. If you don't know what seeds are, they're fake currency. You can gamble on it. The unrealized I take notes. I absolutely take notes. I have a whole ass document with all the random shit that they say. Turns out you can only hang out for like 20 minutes because surprise cousin visit. Damn. Well, they better be a good cousin. You can always just ignore them. I do have a frame in mind for this stream. Let me get scooch closer to my drawing tablet. This stream was quite something. There was a lot going on. Are we back to 0? Why is it only showing the last one? Of course. Of course something's broken. Why can't I have good things? Oh well, yeah, I guess you can't ignore them. Oh wait, I did this wrong. I did this wrong. I did this wrong. Did I do this wrong? I did do this wrong. That's correct. That's correct. If I do this, nice. Hey, I don't get to have the points though. That was a test. Yeah, my quote adding command was missing one parenthesis. And that caused all the trouble. I only have 2 cousins there. The rest are in like 4 different countries. I don't know where all my cousins are. And frankly, I don't really care that much. Parentheses nuts. Damn, got me. I have at least half a dozen cousins on my dad's side. And another half a dozen on my mom's side. I don't really know my extended family all that well. And I don't plan to. My oldest cousin is like 47 or something. Just finish a book, and do you ever feel like an author was trying too hard to be another author? Uh, I don't know authors well enough to really recognize that. Or your cousins in the US and somehow Republican? Well, I feel like they deserve to be forgotten. Moon, hello! Shiny night to you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And if not, well, that's too bad. We're talking cousins? Yeah. Nadine has been rudely interrupted by a cousin visit, so she'll have to leave. And I was talking how I know none of my cousins. Well, I know some of my cousins. I just don't care enough to have meaningful interactions with any of them. Yerker, thank you for gifting us up to Moon. Everyone gets a badge today. This is like when the cereal would come with a badge. You really want that one frame where they just land on the ground. That's all I'm looking for in this thumbnail. Badge only stream. From now on, my chat will be permanently in sub only. And if you're not subbed, you'll get fucked. I wouldn't actually. Unless I was hosting an event of some kind and it needed to be the case. Rate limit stream. You can only send 600 messages on my chat. Before you are not allowed any more messages. You're fucked on that one. Yeah, you say a lot of things in my chat. Luckily for everyone, I have no way I have no way of keeping track of that. And I don't intend to. That sounds like work. And I give myself a lot of unnecessary work, but that seems incredibly unnecessary. Did they even go through with it? Technically yes, but it wasn't it seems like it wasn't an actual thing. It seems like Twitter was just DDoSing itself and they wanted an excuse. It was funny to see the one thread that showed up about it with the console showing Twitter constantly refreshing, because when I coded my overlays, I made the mistake of writing a line of code bad. Actually, I believe when I wrote the SSS website, I also made the mistake of writing a line of code back, and it would refresh constantly. In fact, the first few attempts, um, when I tried to code my overlays, I had to stop working on it for like an hour or two at a time because I ended up rate limiting myself because I had made too many connections to Twitch accidentally. So whichever dev made that mistake, I feel them. There's the one time in this stream when they fall from really high. But I don't know if it really makes a difference where they fell from. Or the image that I'm looking for. And speaking of websites, I migrated the SSS website from Google Cloud to Cloudflare Pages. So now it's easier for me to update. And it should technically run better for people around the world. It's Cloudflare. Man, half of my chat does fiber arts. Interesting. When actually, I was gonna ask when is one of y'all gonna pick up chainmail, but Lep already did technically. Hold on. Thought I heard something fall, but turns out it was just my cats playing. Eh. I need to get through this thumbnail. How's your phone eating out for the floor? Dean, don't drop your floor. Your floor? Yeah. You know what? I'll go with it. That's my final sentence. I'll take Don't Drop Your Floor for 500. Anyone has any tips to save your hands? You already developing carpal tunnel. Compression gloves can help if you're doing. I've seen people who crochet stick their like needle. I don't know if they're called needles, but stick their needle in like a tennis ball, so you have a bigger surface to grab. I don't know if that helps with some of the other arts. How a grip that you use that helps. It's called a Chunky Boy. Appropriate name. I guess I need to add some crash slash glitchy elements to this thumbnail. Because there were a lot of crashes. I didn't realize this NPC talks shit when you fall. They fell right next to them and their text box says, "Oof, that was Fred's fault, I saw it." What an ass. Another game crashes for them right after a fall. Pretty big fall too. Oh, this is when Joy, was it Olive, who got in the way, and they ended up falling a fair bit of the map. You need a different chair for your room. Current angle of the arm of your chair when your mouse pad is bad for you ergonomically. The chair downstairs not, so it makes sense. Can I measure your downstairs chairs? I think I understand what you mean. Because this chair, the armrest is not tall enough to reach the desk when I have my chair at a height that allows me to put my feet on the floor. So it makes it so my arm is like resting on the side of the desk. And it makes an uncomfortable angle. It's one of the reasons why I have my keyboard and my mouse like really deep into my desk, so that way I can rest most of my arm on the desk itself, and I don't have to rely on the armrest for my chair. I generally don't like armrests in chairs. I feel like they get in the way more than they help rest your arms. I also just need to get a better chair in general. That call? Oh no. Double check that as you thought the downstairs chair is too small. You should enlarge the chair. Just see if you can borrow someone else's drill and DIY a better arm. Oh, the chair's too big, the door's too small. Damn. I really didn't see any emote to describe you want to lie down, face down on the floor and cease to exist. Does Drawfee have Goofy as an emote? You know that one Goofy drawing? They should. That Goofy floating in the fountain? Yeah, that one. Do I have an emote that represents that? No, as in my own design emotes, just the emotes that I have through my subscriptions. Uh, don't think I do. I'm not subscribed to that many channels, I realize. Sound in this track always makes you think of cat going Cat's going in the background. I hear it. From now on, my headcanon is that the background sounds is cats. I'm gonna message Darren and see if he agrees. I need to message the developer of 24 Killers and see if they would be cool with me having the music from that game playing. Or whoever the composer was for it. You went to visit a local friend yesterday just to pet their cat. I mean, that's a solid reason why to visit someone. Bon, hello. Shiny day to you. Why do I have so many notifications? And when did Instagram started sending notifications when people post something? I don't care. You have 10 minutes till you gotta pick up some lunch. I need to think what I'm gonna have for lunch today. I would order something, but it's raining a lot. And I feel bad for whoever has to deliver a thing under the rain. I don't want to be that guy. Especially because most delivery people here are either in a motorcycle or a bike. So they would get absolutely soaked. Get the number out of the way. You're going to have a hot dog at some point. I don't like the way you put hot dog in quotation marks. It sounds suspicious. You got sick during a snowstorm and felt terrible ordering food. You also could not make yourself sustenance. Did very well. Yeah, I try to give delivery drivers a proper tip. Mood putting hot dogs in quotation marks reminded me of The fact that a lot of people here in Chile, and maybe it's done somewhere else, but a lot of people write their like signs or whatever, like uh don't talk to the driver or some shit. And they put quotation marks when they want to emphasize a word. But none of them realize that it doesn't work that way. Like if you want to emphasize a word, you underline it or you write it in bold or something. If you put it in quotation marks, it just sounds sarcastic. So there's like a ton of messages and like notices that they have shit written in quotation marks, and the word that they want to emphasize just makes it seem like they're being facetious. Don't talk to the driver in quotation marks. Is it a driver? The answer: you can't eat hot dogs for texture problems. You'll be having Chicago style hot dog without the dog. I'll be honest, Moon, I don't know what that would look like. Well, I guess my problem is that I don't know what a Chicago style hot dog looks like. I imagine the dog means no sausage. It's a lot of veggies and seasoning. So you're getting a sandwich. You're having a sandwich. I understand that it's probably not just a sandwich, but from my point of ignorance, it just sounds like you're having a sandwich, but you want to be fancy about it. Bye, Bonbon. Thanks for being here. Have a nice lunch. Drop the bacon streams text. Let me check. Okay, I forget. Wait, what's the... Is that pickles? Alright. I forget y'all's hot dogs usually don't come with like other toppings. A Chilean completo, which is like a hot dog. It's about twice the size as a US hot dog, and it comes with like tomato, avocado. You can get it with corn. You can get it with sauerkraut. I don't want to use as a quote for this. I do like the you got jump. No, you didn't jump. Our hot dogs are basically a Subway foot long, but with a hot dog sausage instead of like some random meat. I've done absolutely nothing in this stream for like an hour. Should probably get some work done. Can I use my tried and true average? I can. The last picture's file name is hot dog final. Is it really? It is. It's the final hot dog. Yeah, it's soup. Photo was also sourced from a site that was something like best dad hot dog recipes. Damn. Couple things need to happen here. I need to isolate the front layer. Is the magic wand gonna work? Sort of. The background is really different from this foreground element. So it's really easy to select things in it. That's very helpful. Alright, we can rasterize this picture. Copy and paste our foreground elements. Beautiful. And then with our foreground element removed, we can fully remove it. This is not the brush I want to use for this. Give me my acrylic. Said give me my acrylic. What part of acrylic did you not understand? Here we go. Actually, would the in-paint brush do a good job here? I always want the in-paint brush to save me. Save me. Oh, hell yeah, that works. Man, that saved me so much time. I love it when tools do the thing they're supposed to. A little paint mix in here. Turn off you actually had totally ate hot dogs with only ketchup, tomato, and cheese. Damn. For a while, I only had my hot dogs with, well, completos with tomato and condiments because I do not like avocado. I'm better at it now, like I can eat it, but for a while I just didn't feel like eating avocado. I don't like the fact that it doesn't taste like anything. Well, it tastes like grass. But not good grass, like lettuce. So now we duplicate this. Use polygonal. This. How do I want to do this? Can I not move a specific section? I guess I can't. You hear me correctly? Avocado tastes like grass? Yeah, it tastes like grass. But bad grass. If it has like any taste at all, because most avocados don't taste like anything. It's just a greasy mush. Which it can be good when you're trying to add more of a paste texture to a food, but people who eat avocado on toast are like, okay, cool. You just like the taste of greasy nothing on your crunchy bread. And I will die on this hill. What does good grass taste like? Lettuce is good grass. What's this other one called? The one that comes from the onion. I can't remember. You're more of a salt taste and avocados ain't good. Food in your book. I mean, you can like it. I just will think that you're crazy. That's all there is to it. Like alfalfa grass. I know the name. I don't remember what it tastes like. Any grass that hay is made out of. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. If I just think you're crazy for liking it, then that's fine by you. You are. Yeah. I won't think any more or less of you. I just will think that you're crazy. That's not entirely what I wanted. Let me duplicate that group and rasterize this one. Invert my selection. This one and rasterize it. Well, that didn't work the way I thought it would. Let's create a mask then. Sochi, hello! Shiny day to you. I hope you're having a lovely time. I need to make this visibly fucked up. It's hard to when the background isn't really that distinct. It is a background, so it's not supposed to like stand out much. You're not even American. There's like not that many Americans in my chat, honestly. Because I stream too early for most of them. And too late for the other half. America's the world, so we're all American here. You're correct. We're all American down here. Where's my rectangle selection tool? I'm gonna do this, I guess. We'll do that, and we'll have like a few of these around. I'll add it to my whole background composite. I know, Nadine. I hope you survive. Love you. Yeah, let's do this. I need my masking brush. Oh, that one, that's not my masking brush. Two, that's the wrong color to use. Three, wet edges are still on. One day I'll learn. can see the artist of an email if they've been designated. Oh, interesting. FFC added that. Now that's a quote. I don't remember. Oh, I do remember. Do I remember? No, I don't. I'll be honest, I don't. I really hope this ends up looking good at the end, because I am not sure if my vision is correct, but you have to trust the process. Damn, that's an old quote. Hey, the command didn't work this time. Nice. I love it when my commands work as intended. Let's add a live filter. This one didn't have mosaic blur, did it? That's a problem. Does it really not have... Lovesick, hello. Shiny light to you. Yeah, only mods can start murders. I guess... Pixelate. Oh, there's more. I guess Pixelate is not something I can add as a live filter. Homest? Jarkert, thank you for gifting us up to Lovesick. Mods do be murdering with their green stabbing implement. They have a sword. It's only natural that they can murder. Layers have a toggle that just says lock children, and I think that's very funny. For those who have missed it, this program has a cat tool. It allows you to add cats at will, at any size, at any color. You can only access this tool through key bindings. It's not on the menu. And they are objects. They're like paths. So you can convert it to curves and modify it. If you want your cat to be all fucked up. I gotta delete all the layers I made. All these fucking cat layers. Luckily, I don't have to go through the confirmation for each one of them. That would be a nightmare. Have them on their main layers and no one will know. That would have been an interesting Easter egg that no one would have been able to ever discover. I wanted to add. Was it under distort? No. Pixelate. I guess that's just going to be the way. Can I pixelate my mask instead? What would that do? I create some interesting artifacts. Won't be helpful for this, but it will be helpful for other things. Or from like, or some of the other ones. So for this one, if I pixelate the mask, it'll create some weird ripples. Can do the same thing on this one. Have it go all jagged and whatnot. Oh, Lovesing won the murder. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now we. What do I do to this? I should probably embiggen this. And add a is an effect. No, it's not an effect. Where the fuck is it? Oh, I guess that's just under... adjustment layers. Oh, yeah, it's under adjustment layers. Let's do levels is usually what I want. Make this a little more washed out. And add a vibrance. To this, it looks like that. And we add one to this one. I need to clip it to that. Make the penguins a little bit more colorful so they look like they are in the foreground. Well, so they look like they belong more to the foreground than to the background. And then we add a Gaussian blur to all of this. Do I want that? I actually don't. Because that will make the glitchiness of the background stand out less. What's that freaking the missing texture pattern? So I want this. But in the shape of the cloud that's behind it. So I'll add a mask. We'll cut out the shape of this cloud. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to more or less fall in line with how the cloud looks. Bring the opacity back and we clean up. That's not how you clean up. In fact, that was the opposite of cleaning up. We can probably select a different layer type. I like the idea, but I don't know if I like the execution. Stop. Can you not do this to me? Select the mask. Thank you. Maybe if I pixelate this mask, it'll look funky. It does look funky. My one fear is, will this come across the way I want? And the answer is most certainly it will not. But that doesn't mean I won't die trying. Let's fix the composition of this a little better. You'll die trying or you'll survive. That's how evolution works. They say. But I've never seen anyone evolve. So I don't know if I believe it. When was the last time you or any of your close ones evolved? Sounds made up. Okay, I need to be done with this thumbnail. It's been like an hour and a half. It's not even that good of a thumbnail. This is gonna get like 20,000 views. I'll be lucky if this has like a 5% click-through rate. I should probably save this as well. You evolved recently. You used to be shiny, a normal person. Now you're shiny. I have seen your hair. It's good hair. This is red and red. So that's done. And that's done because I have to be done. I simply must be done. Onto Door Dog Me. What are my notes for this? Dordogny. Something easy to eat. Just click the wiener stick. Do you hear the people piss? And I'm okay at geometry. I think I have an idea of this. Druskiskiski. Hello, welcome. Shiny day to you. You had to cut your hair last year because you were in no state to take care of it. You deeply regretted it, but now you plan on growing it out again. Ooh. I will scrub through the VOD, but I think I know what I want to use. Just in case there's some other visual that grabs my attention. Pardon. It's one of those French words that make no sense in other languages. It's like, oh, the fucking squirrel. I know that means squirrel, but I cannot remember how you pronounce that. I think Dordong, which I'm paying. Like it has that very soft G sound that I'm not sure how to pronounce correctly. Grandma absolutely terrified. That's a strong contender. I'm thinking of Dom Perignon. No, there's a Curie. All right. Actually, what sound am I thinking of? I don't know. Maybe I made it up in my head. More like in running. Good to know. I do that a lot. I do make up things a lot and end up confusing myself. It's a real problem. The game is really beautiful. Yeah, it's all hand painted watercolors. It's bound to look incredible. And it's really well mapped to the geometry of the levels. So it looks believable. Joy cleaning her face on Jacob's shirt. That was certainly a thing that happened. You wanna watch the beginning for now? You'll catch the bots. Neat. They will be there until YouTube implodes. Which seems to be the only Google service that isn't gonna be canceled randomly. Actually, no, I need to open the Proton file. Not the one at risk of exploding just yet. Yeah. Compared to Twitter. Compared to like every other fucking website. The only websites that are surviving are the ones that have rejected modernity, but they are like impossible to use for any sort of audience growth or to have earnings of any kind. We're getting the sites where you can watch various types of TV shows for the low price of a lot of advertising and sketchy pop-ups. There was this one website, I think I shared it with people at one point, but their legal disclaimer or their disclaimer for the page was like, we don't make any money off of this. All of this is free to access for whatever you want. And if you are from the legal team of any of the companies that own the rights of this, we do not speak English. I think the website eventually got pulled down though. It was a matter of time for that to happen. Alright, I haven't polygonal. Why? There's a couple that are always changing the domain so they don't get pulled down. The problem with those is that sometimes they haven't actually changed domains. And there's just a website that's mirroring the layouts. So it's more of a problem on torrent sites and anywhere where you can download things. But I've seen it happen to a few TV show sites or like visual media. It's a real bummer because there are some shows that you simply can't find anywhere else. So you kind of have to go to either torrent or the website that somehow can maintain having all of those shows hosted indefinitely. Like to pay to watch, XP won't let me. We every once in a while we watch Doctor Who with Lab. I forget which season we're on, but there was this one day when she couldn't access HBO through my account because HBO Max turned into Max, and that change hasn't happened in Latin America yet. So my account is technically just an HBO Max account and not a Max account. She couldn't access it. And then I went to check if I could watch Doctor Who on my end, and turns out Doctor Who is no longer available in Latin America. So, yeah. We're in season 7? Okay. I can never remember it properly because the doctor number doesn't fall in line with the season number. You don't expect me to remember the things. You know better. Thank you. That lifts a weight off my shoulder. You ass. When you hate when you're doing stuff like this and you erase a whole bunch with a single stroke. And then at the very end you fuck it up. Oh, I do that all the time. I've grown desensitized to it, but it is really annoying. I always make the mistake of thinking that I can do things in large chunks. And then I make one mistake and all of my progress is gone. And then I do it again because I never learn. On the flip side, it has made me better at controlling where my pen is. Because one bad stroke and that's it. It also doesn't help that when I'm erasing things like these, I can't really see where I'm going. I have to work in kind of a unnatural movement because the the ideal situation is to like move back, but if I move back, I don't know where I'm going because my hand's in the way. I'm left-handed, so I have to move forward, um, like towards the right, so I can see what I'm doing. But that movement just feels really weird. Because then I'm using like my pec, my chest muscles to move my arm to draw instead of like my back and shoulder. Have I considered not being left-handed? I have actually. It never goes well. So now I just live with the consequences of my star sign. I am fucked. Whenever you feel bad about your life, remember your right-handed privilege. There's some of us who simply cannot live our life in peace. You also need to separate your faces like 4 or 5 layers instead of 3 because you really need to just do the whole eye area. On eyeball and eyelids layer instead of having the eyeball under the face layer. Because then if you need to change one little thing, you have to erase the face layer and the whole bit. Wish you could do eyeballs first and then put the face layer above it and have them staring at you the entire time. Yes, will you? No. Eyes go last for some dumbass reason. It's hard to argue with the brain sometimes. Like, there are absolutely better ways to do the things that I do. And some people have pointed out better ways for me to do what I do before in the stream. But there's just the way that my brain thinks of things, and that's just the way I'm going to do it. Like, do I need to erase this manually instead of using the lasso tool? Probably not. Will I? Yes. It's funny to you saying, remember your right hand privilege to you. Your life is so easy. I bet you've never bought a mug and realized that you're the only one who can see the design when you drink from it. Because they only printed it on one side, and it's the side for right-handed people. We were just talking about difficulties when being left-handed. Maybe that's why I have that topic in my mind. Sometimes the brain decides something is the way, and that's it. There's no choice. You do multiple under sketches even knowing that you just need a very basic one because you're going to do the line list painting. But now the under sketch must be decent. Even though you're not decent. I've entered the world of under sketches relatively recently. It helps that I found a Clip Studio brush that I really like. That's a very convincing looking pencil. So it's easier to do like sketchy drawings that don't look like they need to be refined all that much. That's not what I want at all. Speaking of brushes, check out Rep's brushes. They're good. They look cool. I wish I had Procreate. Rep, I need you to release this. I don't know if Rep's still around. But I need you to release these for Clip Studio. Brush. Or Photoshop. Even though I hate Photoshop, but if you release them for Photoshop, various different programs can import them. I guess I should technically be using a watercolor brush for this. To get a similar texture. Can just delete the layer and start again. That would be the smart thing to do. Use the watercolor brush for the watercolor drawing. Look at me using my brain. Unheard of. Trophy portrait redraw just dropped. I'm gonna have to message Jacob soon. Have the day off today, so you completely forgot there would be new trophy. I think, well, I guess the video is already done, so there's no point in not releasing a video on a holiday. I saw behind of trophy. Same. I don't think I've watched a trophy video in 6 months. 8 months, actually. The last video I watched was around the launch of the Jacob Wars. So yeah. I just haven't felt like my problem is I'm in a state where I either don't want to watch a long video or I want to watch a long video about something that I don't care about. Because if I lose focus or I'm bored halfway through, I just don't pay attention and that's it. But I respect Rafi too much. So I'm like, I want to watch this video and actually give it my attention. But I'm never in a mood to watch like a 20, 30-minute video of something. Actually, Rafi videos are longer than that. They're like 40. Unless they have been cutting back. Yeah, they're all like half an hour to 40 minutes. So I'm never in a mood where I can give my full attention to something for like 40 minutes. Which is a shame. Because I enjoy Drawfee a lot. You want to give a lot of attention or no attention. Drawfee isn't enough attention for the first and the third, more than the second. Yeah. Like I just haven't been in a headspace where I can have a Drawfee video playing and fully enjoy it while having the time for that. Last night, it was technically this morning. Fell asleep at like 7 a.m. But I put on an episode of like season 32 of The Simpsons. I hate the newer seasons. Anything past season 13, I'm like, I don't give a shit. So I put an episode of one of the later seasons because I knew I wouldn't care. And I would probably fall asleep. And I was right. I got through like an episode. And then the next one I don't even know what it was about. And before it ended, I bonked out. Or maybe it didn't, I don't know. Things in foreign language with subs that you have to pay attention to activates enough of your Thomas brain. That's fine. Otherwise, you must do something else, or you're somehow not doing enough. Yeah. I always feel like I should be doing multiple things, and then I do multiple things and I hate everything about it. It's a problem. And then there's other times when I just watch an hour-long video about a refrigerator. You know. Because why the fuck not? That's a thing that's, normal to do. I need to trim to Mr. Mask. Oh, I always forget what that means. I appreciate the visual for this thumbnail a great deal. Yeah, it's normal. It's absolutely normal. Is this gonna be like a birth or an aliens? I just want to use Grandma's scared face to have the pine cone burst through the door. That's the idea. So this is sort of the composition for it. Kool-Aid. Mostly, yeah. So now I gotta get Mimi out of the equation. Please, in paintbrush, lend me your strength. Do this well. It will help if I put current layer and below. It's gonna be like 4 Mimi faces in here. Oh? Not terrible. I don't think that mirror should be there, but I mean, that worked. I'll take that. I'll just paint over this mirror so it doesn't look weird. Give me my brush. Do some. I keep painting with the watercolor brush like it's a acrylic brush. That's not how you paint with watercolors. Watercolors, you definitely have to do like broader strokes. Do multiple passes. I'm lucky enough I'll be covered by Pinecone Man. It might. Go get ready for your enforced weekly social contact with human beings. Enjoy community service snacks. I hope you survive. This hallway makes no sense. See ya, Shane. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Have a shiny rest of your day. To make this background just a mess of colors. Because if I try to make it a specific shape, it won't make sense. But if I intentionally make it not make sense, then your brain will be like, oh, that just doesn't make sense. And it will move on. There won't be point in arguing it. If you want people to not think about what you're doing, have it not make sense. That's how I live my life. And look at me. I'm successful. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to hide the wiener stick that I spent so much time reconstructing. Because that's just how life works. Masking. Actually, it needs to cut off right at grandma's leg. So the wiener goes behind grandma. That's certainly a sentence that I just said. I want to have this text here. I want to add it just because it adds so much to the confusion of what's going on. Just have a random text say I'm good at geometry. What do you need to put in for the command? The quote itself, and then who said it, and the rest should be added automatically. I just had to do all of that manually before because obviously it would have the wrong date. But now that we're caught up, it's just quote person. There you go. I'm glad we got our quotes back. I'm sure Nadine will be thrilled about that quote. Who wouldn't be? I kind of want the text to be visibly behind Grandma. So I got a mask. Right there. It also kind of reinforces the notion of the fucking pinecone saying it. I do have to separate Grandma from the background. So we'll lasso her. I need to either darken or blur the background. Because the pine cone is a little hard to see right now. I need the shine as well. The shining of the shoes. That needs to go out. That needs to go out. That's where her leg ends. It's really interesting that because of the way the models are made in this game, they don't have inside textures. So Grandma's pants are transparent on the inside. Polarized pants, or tinted pants, I guess, can only see out but not in. I see how it is. Messed up on it. You can do quote delete one word and the number. Oh, it's remove. You know what you're doing. Actually, you removed the wrong one. Yeah. So you have to remove 477 again. Now you put the wrong number. You added quote 478 and then remove 477. So now you have to add the whole Wiener grandma thing again. There we go. Now we're good. Get grandma's hair real quick. Ah, that was almost clean. Almost clean. Few little bits that need more attention. Yes, I need to remove this. Can't wait for your quote list to grow up just to be as long as mine in 505 years. Only meant 50. I like the 505. It's oddly specific. It's a very interesting number of years. See if computers last that long. Apparently there will Jesus. Apparently there will be another Y2K style problem in 2038. So that'll be fun. Well, depending on your definition of fun. I think it will be fun. Um, Let's add a vibrance thing so we really saturate really desaturate the background to clip it to that. And we'll also add, I'll actually add a blur to this. Actually, I can't add a blur. Never mind. Because the background is actually important. I need it to be visible that this pine cone is entering through the door. Or at least entering through a door frame. I cannot add the band blur to this. Woohoo, I guess. I can, however, add a vibrance to the pine cone. Vibrance adjustment layer to the pine cone. And I guess I can add that to grandma as well. But not as prominent. Yeah. Let's add our classic outline. I do think I should give the pine cone an outer glow. Yeah. Do I want a different layer style for the glow? Difference makes it look like this pine cone is coming out of a portal, which I kind of like, but not the point I'm trying to make. Yeah, I think lighting is the way to go. You give it a different color light. bit of a forest green, maybe. No, it just looks toxic. The regular glow is fine. Do I want an outline on Grandma? I could have an outline on Grandma. It would be terribly hard. Well, I got actually. Let's select Grandma. Let's grow the selection by like. Where's my. Oh. Let's grow the selection by like 18 pixels. And then we add this. How's that look? Sort of good, except until like this point. But I might want it to be a different color. What about white? He already has like a white shine to her, so no. That idea, out the window. Unnecessary, unimportant. I do have to add a number to this though. Which will be the final touch. I want the number of that on that corner. Or do I want it on this corner? No, I like it. I like it better down here. Feels more appropriate. Now the only problem is that it doesn't have the color that it should. So I'm gonna have to actually remove this. Paste the one from the previous episode. I should have copied the one from episode 1. That's on the corner that I want. And make it episode 3. And final. Yeah, I thought it was the composition better. This thumbnail makes no sense. I'll probably do well. Whenever I try for thumbnails to make a little bit more sense, they don't work. Episode 2 of the Dawn didn't get a ton of views. And I'm pretty sure that's because the thumbnail made sense with the title. yeah, we export this. I haven't uploaded the videos yet because for some reason Mondays I just can't exist. I always sleep bad on like Sunday night, and then I sleep even worse on Monday night. And then by the time I actually recover, my sleeping schedule is already Friday. And then something happens on Saturday, and my sleep schedule gets fucked again. So I only get, oh no, I think one of the, no, I was gonna say one of the issues is that I stay up late watching Critical Role, but that honestly, I don't even stay up that late anymore. That ends at like 2 a.m. my time, and that's just like any other day. And even if Critical Role is going long, I just don't watch it all the way because there's always the VOD. And you can catch this VOD some other time. Clippy Awards this Thursday at a channel that I have linked somewhere. There you go, Windy Venture. Right, yeah, this Thursday. I can probably remind you guys that day if you're interested in checking out the awards. They have me on one of their categories. I think it's like clip mastery or something like that. I don't know. I don't exactly remember what it is. SSS is also in it. So if you want to laugh at a bunch of funny clips from different creators around the Twitch sphere, you can go there. I've been Khaz. You've been wonderful. Remember that you're very important to me. And remember to wrap yourself in a blanket every once in a while. It's important to your health. For sure.